Student loan delinquencies are on the rise, and for those of you who are over 50, it's even more serious. There are 1 in 5 people over 50 now with student loans who are seriously delinquent. So pre-pandemic, the rate was about 10% of people over 50 who were seriously delinquent. Now that number is up to 18%, almost double the pre-pandemic rate. And this comes as the Trump administration is ramping up its collection efforts through things like wage garnishment and tax refund withholding. There was also even Social Security garnishments happening, but that is on pause for right now. But people who are over 50 are on Social Security. This is a pretty worrying situation for them. What's even more crazy about this is that some of the loans that are taken out are not necessarily even for personal education expenses, so they could have been taken out for their child's education. So if you find yourself in this situation, then what can you do? What should you do? First thing is contact your servicer immediately to find out all the details about your specific loan and repayment options. If you can, try to enroll in income-driven repayment plans. You can also explore loan rehabilitation and consolidation. You really just want to avoid the garnishments from happening, so start now and figure out a plan. But for those of you who are under 50 with student loans like myself, what can we do? The same actions hold true, so try to enroll in income-driven repayment and talk to your servicer as soon as possible to make sure that you are on the right track. Personally, I do think that having to pay for college is kind of important, because if you pay for something, you're more likely to buy into it and see it through and maybe try harder. At least that's been my experience. But I also believe that we are paying way too much for college, and that comes from someone who is actually a college professor right now. I see my students struggling to pay for school, even though I teach at a community college, and the price has just gotten way out of hand. There needs to be something done to make sure that people can still get educated, whether in a traditional secondary education situation like a college, or trade schools. If that's not the route you want to take, then trade schools, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone should be able to pursue more education in the way that they desire. Those are my thoughts. Go ahead and share yours below. Take care.